On today's wrestling news, Hogan wants Hooters.
Liv Morgan apparently crushed her first dramatic acting role.
Cathy Kelley has landed her own acting role.
And we've heard about some Anarchy in the Arena plans.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the news times? My name is Phil Chambers and I'm joined by Gareth Morgan to talk all things wrestling news. But first up, Hogan and his Hooters. Well, Real American Beer, at least, want to buy the IP for Hooters, obviously. Why wouldn't you? And this is so they can do branded merchandise, food and beverage products for distribution at restaurants, retail locations, and entertainment venues across the nation, apparently. But they don't want the restaurants themselves. It's literally just the IP, so just the name Hooters that they're looking for. And then they would likely license that name back to the restaurants because apparently they don't really care about that. So if you don't know, Hooters filed for bankruptcy earlier this year, but all the restaurants are still going while everything's being sorted out in terms of like the banks and the business side of things in the back end, and this is a kind of first lifeline for Hooters since they filed for bankruptcy. Now apparently Real American Beer have had a good relationship with Hooters for a while now. They were the first place to stock the beer when it first came out just last year. And the brand plans to relaunch Hooters across consumer products, digital content, gaming, and experiential formats, but re-energized for today's generations. Whatever the hell that means. I genuinely have no idea what they plan on doing with this Hooters IP. But there you go. That's what they want it for. The Real American Beer is apparently doing ridiculously well. It's not even been out a year and it's already the second most popular light beer in America after Sam Adams, and it's getting in Walmart and things like that. Why? I have no idea. But it's only, like, this thing's only sort of under offer at the moment, so who knows what could happen in the long term. But yeah, Hulk Hogan wants them Hooters.
Yeah. Did I hear that correctly, or did I just read this somewhere where it seemed like Real American Beer were trying to get IP that like represents like real America? Is that?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Something that's like fun, but also patriotic.
Yeah.
And Hooters lands in that, I guess.
Nothing says US of A like Hooters, baby. It's wow. Yeah, didn't expect to see that when I woke up this morning, but again, feels very on brand for both Hogan and this beer right now. Yeah. It's not. It's very the story. Just you take one look at it and it kind of. You can understand everything about it just by looking at it. So it's one of those.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just Hulk Hogan's stupid face on Hooters. I mean, whatever. Have you tried the beer? Let us know in the comments if it's any good.
Yeah, let us know. I really want to try. I'm just going to take this time to like talk about alcohol and wrestlers like links that actually I like and really want to try. I want to try the Rocks tequila and I want to try Stone Cold's. Is it good?
It was quite good, yeah.
Oh, so that's finally over here in the UK.
Wally Mania, obviously.
Oh, of course, wonderful. So I'm going to get a bottle of that soon. So if someone wants to send me a bottle of that, that'd be great. So just fire that over. But Stone Cold's IPA as well, because obviously we did our like partnership with what was it, brewing company? What they called?
Yeah, they're closed down now. Unfortunately,
they were great.
They were good.
Stone
I can't remember what they were called, but that was a good beer. Our WhatCulture beer.
God, the WhatCulture one was good. And then they had the Stone Cold Cream Ale, I think, as well.
Yeah,
that was
ice cream pale.
Well. Oh, that was good stuff. So yeah, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about that beer rather than a Real American Beer right now, in my opinion. Something else that's been going down recently, it's caught a lot of like traction news-wise, is Liv Morgan doing her first big dramatic role.
That's it. Nailed it.
I'd say I'm in the business, man. That's what we call it.
Trained person over there.
I'm drum actor right here. The drum actor. I'm a dumb actor. That's what I am. So yeah, she's apparently done really well according to PW Insider, because they've had a chat with a source close to that production. And they've said that, they were told by sources close to the production that Morgan absolutely crushed her first dramatic acting role, nearly said it again, and that she was a complete natural on the set, easily transitioning from the pro wrestling space to filming for a movie. And they were also told that Morgan blew everyone away with her work, including experienced industry veterans. So they were probably very surprised that this wrestler came into this serious film, this dramatic film, and just smashed it. But seems like somebody who could excel in that arena. She's very expressive. You always think that when you see her in the ring, especially over the last couple of years. She's finally kind of unlocked that part of her charisma. Do you know what I mean? She's got a very...
She feels very comfortable with it at the minute as well.
Yeah, very comfortable with it. I don't mean this in a weird, creepy way, but she's very watchable. It's like you see with actors like, and I've seen it said a lot recently, somebody like Florence Pugh's got a face. When they're on the big screen, you look at it and you're drawn to it. It's just a very compelling face and just very nuanced with the expressions. And I feel like Liv Morgan could fall into that category. Like she's got that kind of face that you're just like, oh, I'm very curious. I'm drawn in. So it could be a big career there. This film's obviously been directed by the acclaimed director Takashi Miike, and Morgan is actually expected back on WWE programming very soon now that she's like finished. She's officially, I don't even think I said that at the start of this little part of the news, that she's officially finished filming her scenes for Bad Lieutenant Tokyo, and that was earlier this week in Japan. So she's done with that. Now she's expected to come back to WWE very soon, so Dum Dum's going to be happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a lot to add to that. Just excited to see the movie when it comes out. It's obviously getting a lot of hype through, just the fact that she landed the role in the first place got a lot of hype, and then now she's getting a lot of hype for her performance in it, so hopefully it'll be really, really good. And hopefully just bigger and better things for Liv Morgan to come, because she deserves it. But before we get over to more WWE people doing more movies, I just got a little personal thing that I'm just going to chuck in the middle here. I don't often say much about my personal life on this, but this one is very sort of close to my heart. My mum died of pancreatic cancer when I was like 16, and then in a stupid turn of affairs, my dad got the exact same cancer last year. Luckily, the ending to this one is a little bit happier because he is in remission now and recovering. Gone through chemo, had a massive surgery and everything, so he's doing all right. But he is doing a 60-mile walk for charity next month, which is ludicrous considering just a couple of months ago he could barely walk around the house. So I'm going to pop a link to his Just Giving down in the description below, and anything you can give to that would be hugely appreciated on my part, and on my dad's part. He doesn't really know I'm doing this, so I'm just hoping it kind of blows up and it's a nice little surprise for him. So anything you can give down there would be hugely good. Everything goes to a pancreatic cancer charity, and obviously that thing's coming for me at some point soon if it's got both my parents, so I'm going to need all the help I can get, so thank you very much.
No better way to spend your money today. No better
Exactly.
way. Like guaranteed. So just come on, help out if you can, guys.
But moving over to Cathy Kelley and WWE, she has announced that she has landed her own acting role. Now, no word on what it is, what the movie is, what the role is, or anything like that. She just put a picture up on social media of her sort of in front of a trailer with like a character name on the door, but with like emojis over the writing, so you couldn't see what it said. Now, there's other rumours going on about Cathy Kelley at the minute, and that she's been sort of training in ring and in promo classes and things like that in the Performance Centre for what you can only assume is a potential, maybe a managerial career change, or potentially something in ring, who the hell knows. But she's opening up her horizons in terms of what is available to her at the minute, and this movie role is definitely a part of that. It's just huge news for Cathy Kelley, really.
Yeah, another figure within WWE that's got great charisma, great energy, someone that you just want to watch whenever they're on screen. So you can see that should fit into the movie world, the acting world quite effortlessly, hopefully. If she becomes a manager as well, I could see that. Like, it's somebody who very much falls into like that Renee Paquette sort of field, where it was like, they're a great interviewer, but you just feel like they could do pretty much anything they put their minds to. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just got that energy, just got that effortless energy where you just want to watch. You just want to see what they're going to say next, and they can control an interview, but they probably, it's more of a challenge, I guess, to be a character that's not just someone that's like a vessel for other characters. So it's probably her just wanting to broaden her horizons a little bit, and all power to it. I hope she smashes it. I'm sure she will. Speaking of things that I hope go well in the next couple of weeks now, yes, very soon, Double or Nothing. It's not far away. Anarchy in the Arena, it's coming back again, of course. We just got to do it now, don't we? Double or Nothing every single year. So that got announced, like that's happening on Dynamite this week. Like Swerve mentioned it right at the end of the show. It's like, Anarchy, let's do it. But there are a lot of moving parts in this, a lot of people involved in that big closing segment of chaos. So it wasn't really super clear who's going to be involved in Anarchy in the Arena. Like, specifically, it was kind of hinted that maybe we're going to have like Willow Nightingale and Marina Shafir joining in with all the guys this time. But Fightful were also kind of sat there going, we're not really sure what's going on here. So they asked the people within the company, and it was intimated to them that Speedball Mike Bailey and Kazuchika Okada are actually slated for a Continental Championship match, so they probably won't be involved in the Anarchy in the Arena stuff.
Hell of a match.
Brawl. That'd be awesome match. So they kind of brawled to the back, didn't they? They got pulled away before the whole announcement happened. But it was noted that it's not exactly like unrealistic to think that they might make a cameo. They might pop up. Obviously, the Okada thing, trying to set up the Omega match at some point down the road. And then Speedball just coming helping out the good guys. Like you could see it happening. For the match itself, Fightful Select were told to expect Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, Kenny Omega, Samoa Joe, and Powerhouse Hobbs to take on the Young Bucks, Jon Moxley, Gabe Kidd, and Marina Shafir. That is a match. That is wow. That's a star power. That's matchups, like combinations that are just, it gets me excited. I want to see those people just brawl around the ring and the arena and just, I want chaos, all the chaos. They've also said, it was noted that Shibata and Claudio Castagnoli could be added to their respective sides, so it could be 6-on-6. It could be that as well. And though Hook and Wheeler Yuta weren't explicitly mentioned to them, there's nothing obviously keeping them from being involved if they're available as well. So it could end up 7-on-7. It could be 6-on-6 and they just get involved and just you could have like the returns because obviously they've taken out Shibata and Hook. They could just return on the night and be like, oh, big pop, all that kind of stuff. It could happen. But the key takeaway I got from all this is there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people involved in this match. It's going to be like a Royal Rumble with weapons. It's going to be insane.
It's a lot of people, but it's also a lot of sort of new faces to that kind of format as well, which is quite good. Because Anarchy in the arena kind of, it settled in. They've done it quite a few times now, but it was often the same faces in the matches, like with different combinations, obviously. But this feels much fresher and much newer, which I'm quite excited for. I do worry that it's becoming like a formulaic thing, like when WWE does like Survivor Series War Games or something, when they put a specific thing on at a specific time, then you've just all the stories end up having to build around that rather
Blood
than
and guts around the corner,
rather than just being sort of a natural progression of storylines and just happening ad hoc, which I would prefer. But I mean, you can't argue with the talent in that match and the things. I'm really excited to see what Gabe Kidd does in AEW. Obviously, after his debut the other day, he's been doing wonderful things down in New Japan. A WCPW guy, actually. So you're welcome, world.
Welcome for so much of the wrestling world, just in general, really.
We gave you everything, basically. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Let us know down in the comments below what you think of this. Whether you like the match, whether you don't like the match, what you want to see them do. I don't know. Let us know down below. And that's it. Thank you very much for joining us. You can follow us over on the old social medias. You can follow me at Phil My Chambers, and you can follow this guy over here
on X at gmorgan04, on Instagram at Gareth Morgram, and then if you're into personal training, fitness, all that kind of stuff, at fitness.focus.gm as well on Instagram.
Lovely, and most importantly, have yourselves a bloody good day.